Hi everyone. So I can't believe I'm dedicating another audio to scammers. Yeah, I never really thought I would be like, you know, focusing so much on them because I don't like to focus on like negative things. And since I'm, as you know, a light worker, I try to keep myself surrounded with positive thoughts, positive energies, all those things. However, of so many people basically, they're not all my clients, of course. I do talk with people that are not my clients. Everyone can reach out and ask for advice. So I've heard from so many people basically that they got scammed. And I really want to prevent anyone getting scammed. And I know that not everyone will watch my YouTube channel, will even click on this audio and will find this information basically. And that's really sad. I mean, it's sad because I really want to help people recognize scammers. So basically, I wanted to give you some more signs that someone might be scamming you. And, I'm going to be kind of repeating myself. So if you watched my other scammer audios, listen to my other scammer audios, you already kind of know the signs. I'm gonna try to, but it's gonna be different because I'm gonna try to elaborate some signs a bit better. So because sometimes we don't understand what someone meant to say, I guess. So, really important thing, and probably the most important sign, and this is what we're gonna talk about in this audio, is the fact that no spellcaster can guarantee results ever. And this is something people do not want to hear. And I understand that. But it's kind of the same as if you have cancer and it's really bad and the doctor tells you, oh yeah, I'm gonna 100% save you. This operation is gonna be 100% successful. And there is no way you're not gonna survive. Okay, it's not the same thing, of course, but I'm kind of giving you an example of how crazy that would be, right? So usually people, when they seek spells, the situation is really bad, right? So it's not an easy fix. And when it is something like they need a little boost with something, or they need to pass their exam, they need to find a job and things like this, when there is no specifically bad situation or a target, this is when I can tell you, yeah, the spell will most likely work because they usually do. Unless you don't follow my instructions and unless you don't, you know, participate, it will 100% work. Yeah. I rarely have clients where, these type of spells don't work. Very, very rarely. It did happen on a certain occasions, and I did talk about one of them. And this was the person that completely refused to follow the instructions. So it does depend on you. If you're looking for a job, you can't expect the spell to find a job for you, obviously. It will boost you, it will help you get a job, but you will still have to, apply for the job and all those things, right? And it is what it is. You can't expect magic to just do everything and you do nothing and sit at home. That is not how it works. But if there is a bad situation, or if you're trying to get an ex back, if there's a target basically and something, people have free will. So yeah, people have free will. And obviously, because of their free will, we can never guarantee that a spell is going to be successful. The thing is, I have lots of videos even on this, that spells give the people the push they need, but they can't make them do something because we are not controlling people. We want your person to still be the same person. So you don't want to change them, you don't want to control them, you don't want to make them a zombie or a demon or something, right? If you do, um, honestly, you have issues and you need to see a therapist, because trying to control someone, wanting to control someone, is number one, not possible, and number two, just desire for that is not normal. But I'm not gonna get into that in this audio. So basically, this is why we can't guarantee results, because of free will of others. Obviously, we can influence it, we can push them, we can make them think of you, we can make them dream of you. But at the end of the day, if they simply don't want to reach out, or if they simply don't want you back, or whatever the situation is, if they don't want to, if they decide, oh, I still do not want to, that's it. That's just it. And it's really important to be aware of that, I'm really sorry, but yeah, spells are a risk, they're a risk. And in terms that they may not work with how I do them, there is no risk for you, no risk for the other person. It's purely white magic, nothing dangerous. But like I said, the risk is that they may not work, and that's just what it is. And I'm not gonna lie to anyone. And of course, when I say this to potential clients, they are not happy to hear this, which is normal. I know. It's the same as you tell a cancer patient, oh, you need an operation, but there is like 50% that you will, not cure cancer or whatever. It depends on the case. I'm not a doctor. But it's kind of like that. And the patient's not going to be happy, right? And some of them are going to ask for a second opinion, and that's what you guys do. Because you want number one, you want guaranteed results. And the problem is, that's how you get scammed, because when someone tells you, oh yes, 100% this can be done, and this is something you want to hear. Scammers know this is something you want to hear, and I know it's like easier to get a client if you promise 100% results than if you say, I can't tell you if it's going to work or not. So obviously they're playing that card and they want your money really fast. So, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is a really great spellcaster, he can actually do this. And the ones I talked to before were like, I don't know, because they were not scammers, right? So that's how you get scammed, yeah. And also, if it's a really, really bad situation and you are looking for a quick fix, real spellcaster is gonna tell you this is not an easy situation. It's gonna need time. It's gonna need multiple spells, all of those things. And this is again something you don't want to hear, because you want your person back today, tomorrow, next week, next month. You want it soon. And the scammer will say, "Oh yeah, sure, this can happen just like that, really fast." And that's what you want to hear. So you're just gonna give your money to the person that tells you what you want to hear. This is just pure psychology that scammers are using. And that's how they scam you, basically, by promising you impossible things, but things that you want to hear, like situations you want to happen, all of those things. So that's it. That's like the main thing. They will never say, and they will never refuse a client as well. Like, no matter what crazy thing you ask from them, they're gonna be like, yeah, it can be done. While real spellcaster is gonna be, that's impossible, or they're just gonna ignore you. Sometimes I just don't even respond when there's something crazy in the message. I'm like, no. If it's like crazy but not totally crazy, then I will say it's not possible. And just so the person doesn't reach out to a scammer, and they probably will, because I didn't say what they wanted to hear and someone else will. So yeah, don't trust someone just because they tell you what you want to hear. I understand that you're desperate, and understand that when people are desperate, they tend to trust um, they tend to trust things they want to hear basically more than if they were in their normal state. So of course, scammers are using the fact that you're desperate. They know you're desperate, and they know you really want this, and they are gonna say they can give it to you. Sorry, I'm drinking water. And that's how they're gonna scam you. It's pretty simple. And if you think about it logically, and try to put your desperation on side and kind of just think about it, yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right? So, even though desperate, please be careful where you put your money and trust in. And like honestly, there was this caster recently that scammed a lot of people for a lot of money. And the thing was, they promised like instant results, and yeah, for sure, they can make anything happen. Of course, nobody got any results, and nothing happened. And yeah, um, you know, the thing is basically they tell you what you need to hear at that time. Yes, it can be done for sure, 100% guarantee, and it will be done in like, I don't know, a month. So basically, the thing is that you're gonna think that the caster that tells you I can't guarantee you results is scamming you, because if you don't get the results and they get the money, they're like off hook basically. But the thing is, nobody can guarantee results. It's a fact. If you're gonna research magic, whatever, if you're gonna ask some really good casters with a bunch of experience and a bunch of good results and feedback, they will tell you the same thing. So that's just how it is. And when someone says yes, yes, for sure it can be done, they're obviously lying. Because if they were a real spellcaster with experience, they would just know that it will not work every time. And they will have failed cases. We all do, okay? And so they will know that it can't be 100% done, just because of their experience, if nothing else. But there are obviously other things like common sense. So I have 20 years of experience, and I can tell you for sure that I'm not lying. And no, it's just how it is. And I know it's not the best news, it's not something anyone wants to hear, but it's just a fact, it is a fact. And I really ask of you um, to please listen to me and do not get scammed. Try not to get scammed. I don't care if you choose me as a spellcaster. I honestly don't. I'm just asking you to be careful who you choose. That's the only thing. Okay. So that's that. Think about this. Try to be logical, and um, please don't get scammed. Scammers will usually take lots of money from you, and money doesn't grow on trees. I mean, sort of does because it's paper, but you know what I mean. Be careful, guys. Please be careful. Bye.